Softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of her modest apartment. The world is peaceful, is serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Wake up now, now, now! It was no time to go to bed. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, think about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, academic for learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? Who will be your cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you'll find yourself imagination getting away from you. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through the morning breakfast, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut at the door, and head off to class. Staying in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, academy for learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. The most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her. Good morning, Adrian, I said. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited. You're nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I can't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always had herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you've been the most loving, caring person I've ever known. You're gonna do great. But the University of Cooking School, academy for learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid that I'm being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she attempted to practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject and decide time to leave? Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and we had Tarot Crunch run? The lady with the massive gave me numbers? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was sweet. And she told us that we were destined for great things. Remember that card with fancy looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the rush suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with the best heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As he talked, Miriam could feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Everything's okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted by someone who smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto your lap. Hey! It's your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she nails it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave ain't a nice shins. Alone, they are perfectly emotions. You can't stand it, Ashley. Even if her name is annoying, you know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. If anyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Fan, the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can't see him casually working at his boots while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking boots. Ahem. Fan. You rang. You've never been so sure what their agreement is, but as long as you know them, Ashley and Fan have been just as close as you and Miriam, but suspiciously more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would actually allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire us as professors? We amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's no time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you losers later. As you approach the door, you can see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. A name after my Pop. Is someone like this also be a student at our school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag says Bob, but I guess he really said that. Hi, Pop. I'm Angel Night San. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium and from the past. Adorable. Now, quiet, everyone. Who's this unreasonable cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles. princesses of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you as the swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone closes the window. Then he walks in. You immediately swept up in the aura of the new student in his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's... If it isn't one of my favorite students, Harland. Cardinal Center interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence, please call me Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls around the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of the desk. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bend across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this one over there must be the sweat a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all your really weird insults? Besides, nice hands sweats is not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Doc steps into settle the class down and get some road rules. Welcome to the University Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be a really adorable tiny food. And then all said and done, there will be a battle. You'll lift your sporks incomplete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Yeah, thanks, miss, for the bit. My game is loud? Is that good? That should be good. Just then, the student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone's had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! That's why I cheered. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year at this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students. That tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clark made in here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny heels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be at some sort of interesting kitchen adolescence. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep whiff. Your diet is lacking based on what you're picking up here. You definitely need some more multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as your teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try buttering him up and giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? What should I give him? chicken snack. I'm gonna eat me more. Side 3. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack from your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto you. His favorite! Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for the new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing at you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treats flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing in the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Agent Night-san, there's a seat here. It seems like no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Oh no! Colonel Sanders might just have to be the pick. Sit by Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. He appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off the seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me a seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get the feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle in your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a pop quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell me if you are ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most effective eating utensil ever created? A spork. What food is the best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. What do you mean? A Sprinkle's a good boy. That's right. Fuck. I should have got that one right. I trolled that one. I already knew it was. You look to see that Colonel Sanders has been right. Watching you tally your score, he nods in approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is such a nice restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes the sense that the school is dedicated to cooking would be as serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard it's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. It contains glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, bread and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a noble concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as you say, "Stop thinking and start eating." For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs of spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'm about. It's all about that. What, you think we would want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is missing. Got it. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see Singer Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at the moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as soon as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Oh, wait. Oh, please. Well, Fen the men. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face and he tries to hold in the pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of the bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders food transports you into another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are these the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for my fellow chef. What exactly was on the chicken? How bold of you to come and ask. It's an idea I have had for a combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We got two whole more days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow! You never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some of that if you searched. While you wrapped up the huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Something I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. Sorry. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. You know, about that, I was thinking about your secret recipe. I don't doubt it. It is the way of leaving an impression of all who taste it. You decide to show him. You also know a thing or two about blood mines with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you could improve it. Improve it? You could change my secret recipe? And you think you could do it better? Have you ever heard of habanero peppers? Heard of them? I tend to an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, pomelo, cayenne, but that's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients into my secret recipe and not expect it to improve them. Oh fuck. The recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to. Let this be the last time you improvise on my recipes, Angel Nightstand. I'm headed back to class for the next lesson. That certainly didn't go as planned. You better head back inside, but you wait a moment so Colonel Sanders. You think you're desperately chasing after him. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson would take place. Each student will get an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena! For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair up. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you. But unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two. That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Andrew Nightstand. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep bop. Oh my. Two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be choosing with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. Not clear to Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt. Tissue, I hardly know you. Ah ha ha ha. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fun. Now it's time to focus on our own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lessons, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? I've had a delicious steak tartare once at an incredible fancy restaurant. It was simple but sophisticated. Maybe we could start with... Oh, I should have done the mashed potatoes! I forgot. Beef? Raw beef? With seasoning and an egg yolk on top. Oh, we're so fucked. I should have done the mashed potatoes. I'm trolling. Agent Eisen, I must admit, I am disgusted right now. Consider our partnership ended. Agent Eisen, where's your partner? I suggest we prepare a steak tartare and raw beef. Pack your things. It's not over. Try again. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. You find Kuro. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes when I come outside, I think like Richard. Sounds like big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave him at mark of the road. You can bet that. All together. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. Now you got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Andrew Nelson. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know you've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson to take the place of each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything except maybe some kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair up. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2. That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Angel San. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. As 2 potential partners, I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for friend duties. Can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to be? Clank. Sorry, Bob, but Miriam is clinging on Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. I'm not entirely clear that Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this point. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know our assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt, tissue, I hardly know you. Ah. Clank judders and Panel shakes loose. You get that impression this would be a sign of affection. Looks like you two be fun. Now we focus on cooking. Alright, you two, for today we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide it into steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flames to make a fire. You got the idea. What dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I can imagine one without the other. Colonel Center cast a core at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, bitch. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? Oh jeez, fan. While I'm over here crushing Internet Sans dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Fan. Are we working in a coordinate instead of do it now? Actually, no. It looked like Internet Sentinel was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing about making food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level up. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be a rude, fan. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever of Colonel Sanders' ability to make content creation the worthy of Mars. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has a perfect itself to your station. Then you feel deep down we cast complementary shadows. We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes sense, but one thing's clear, she's coming for Colonel. And you don't watch it! Ashley's gonna go at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bigger portmanteaus. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so that's all I respect the format, okay? Turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Internet Sanders as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it! Based on your team's behavior, I think you're perfect for each other. Neither you and Internet Sanders' natural talent or their loyalty. You've been defended by Colonel Sanders, leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short little sturdy stature. You look down at the situation and realize in the tension at the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled the potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as your natural passion guided you through the steps, and you were well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He is holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat. I wish you poured the smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearby finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out for you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for a small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig into the utensil, use mashed potatoes, and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you You see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you and Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling a spoonful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Fin, do something! Scooping up a thingful of friends and tasting the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizing it is delicious! Horrified by the revelation, he slips away. Will you ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Angel Nightstand. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it whether it ends. I had to continue sweets. Ben rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes, the gravy pathetic. In just a few minutes, they prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus with a sticky salt water sauce, played with a battle axe. Words with my supreme chef's innocence. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who have the first bite, and you all look at me with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Finn and swipes a bite of his single dish right off his plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose right. I think the osmosis rush. It may have turned into a boss. The roast salts could be toxic. Too late. Yeah. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel good. It killed him. Evan stepped back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle is the start bite. Up in Pop's mouth. Pop witnesses a pain for a moment, then almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Whoopsie! Tastes like crazy. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock as frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rims, interrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things by sight obvious danger has inoculated him against poison of all kinds. I'm not sure the professor here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaking up by the really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Center approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark, more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quietest neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want to know. They're not my great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing! Tasting them reminds me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Angel Nyson? I gotta make some banging mashed potatoes too. I gotta see that. That's something I need to tell you. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And ever since that day, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspiring stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We were talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! The spork monster is here to fight a hero! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me? I was just like down my guard and connecting with the nurse chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I'm the monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that such a... But before you discuss Syntax any further, is a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack. Decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Glove. Glove does 1 damage. It just got real! The attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy on at you. You take 1 damage. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cool love. Spork Monster doesn't forget about this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed potato mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. Oh, you're spawned. You decided to go attack. Which attack will you use? Cool Love does 1 damage. This raid special is gonna be over before the fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They're gonna attack once again. Spork Monster uses Ulti-Tensile. Take 2 damage from the attack. If you take any more much damage, you're not gonna survive this battle. Which of them we use? Curl up into a ball. I'm not cut off for this. Doing vulnerable for one of the ultimate attack rounded edge. Follow, villain. You are a son of terror stops here. Curl Center summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pop Pie Power Pinch! Pop Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. The injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Most do would ever walk to fear again. This must be messed up with the wrong shot. Attack. Be ready your final attack. You would never survive my Suid Lone Destruction does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on and on. You continue to surprise me, Angel Medicine. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken as the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name sign is Broko. Broko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hand. As you come down from the battle buzz, you realize that the final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy, you keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. If you're tired in your tired state, you don't know. You could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders for some reason. Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. You wake day two to attempt to process the wild visions you had, or memories, or promotions. And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It probably just because he trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spark monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I might be I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving so fast, but there's something about him I like. Like him. But got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Do you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in this high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school. He didn't even go to, and he was cowardly that himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I think maybe something got lost in the pressure cooking language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with the new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the cooking school, Academy for Learning. There's a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Haha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't you be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great! You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Isn't that too dramatic echoing here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me into the botanical garden where I was wondering, this can't be good. He told me all about the passion for spices, secret spices. This man gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And did if I did that, wait, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. It was like a flavor unlike anything I had created. I cannot fucking read. I think you're being fairly liberal. What is the meaning of spices here? Whatever. However, we both share interest in cooking, so we both stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he will love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has ever known it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? You quickly think of a fake ingredient. I don't know. How about it was eye of newt? I know this sounds like a kind of witch's question, but what can I do? Eye of newt? Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure out that you satisfied her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone, and you can't quite see it. That's probably not good. Before you can ask to confirm that she definitely not texting secrets to other people, you are interrupted. A wind rushes and cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving to school. Run to him. You just thought the best way to show Marion how serious you are about Colonel Sanders is to be run at him. Today he'd sweep you up on the back of the side and you ride away together. That show her good. Oh, Colonel! My Colonel! After you sudden movement, surprise the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Angel Nightstand, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly what I say. If you forget, the world could end, so this is serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but the great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. My name is... But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Aw, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He raz you back to life with a saddle and a secret of spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school. Maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals. You don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing for sure, Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one has truly appreciated good craftsmanship before. It's giving Doki Doki. Kinda. I think this is just for Colonel Sanders. I don't think he can get it with anyone else. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship before. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Fan Fan, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, and spreading their registered ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. And you try and get a peek over Fan Fan's honking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mine your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but lean your back turned to them. And you even hear Fan Fan mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping and tried to cover your tracks and improvises an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you upset them. Oh, and you're just the emperor of cooking, are you? What makes you... Wait, you make the rules? I cannot read this shit. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world makes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity and it takes pratique. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You're finally getting a look at what it was when they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found in your encounter with the spark monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Fan, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They have got Pop pinned to the wall, and they tossing potato skins at him, and he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing, hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of one more student. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clayton must be running late. He's such in a hurry as he rolls over Fan's meaty foot.
Ugh.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of boats. Hey, watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Zwomp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from the slant mixer. Womp womp. No, you're a monster. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Fan Fan jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Fan Fan, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Chrono Senders! These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over to me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that it is Rue's right. Gentlemen, get your hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't, honestly. What do I care? I got Luffy career inspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He is a professor, but he is also a dog. Students, please take your seat. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a call all around town. My tiny little legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his track and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's a scent left from you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy! Down, heathen! That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trace. I wonder what was up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. As he catches breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You wanted to pay attention to a lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Agent Nisan, naturally this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Because of its shape and its bait, you assume that the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, the example of its own culinary talents. Maybe perhaps you reach out for it. Sprinkles jumps up and bites your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on you in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never ever got to taste it. Can this be the end? In between a dog and his bun probably isn't the best choice. What? Oh my god. There's no way. Oh my god. Class, big sweet guy, no subjects, common sense, but he's a popper. Yeah, I connect to yesterday. Hi, you did, you did great. Yes. Looking at the implication, Colonel Center, great. Tell me about the secret grades. So this summer while I was on vacation, a loving man and blah 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 blah. Something about the ghost. Colonel Sanders. Comments on the shoes. He's happy. Go to class. ask for Colonel Sanders. You're damn Jamie in front of you. Well, Internation, naturally you appear into the sample platter. A stirring pepper. A broad colored pepper stands out from other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out and grab it. You eat it right away. However, the body is not prepared for that heat. The pepper trick, immense hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip in the universe. My friend, woo, this guy again? I'm here to give you the most important message. Ooh, you must offend my death and fulfill your destiny, or you must do. Cough, cough. I was trying to fulfill the do. You must do is. Cough, cough. Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill, cough. The prophecy, cough, cough. You must. You fear, you fear yourself. Begin to regain consciousness. Aw man, you come to find out everyone is staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive us someday. Forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria dims. As the revivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared. Via time competitive cook-off. The level of theoretics between these two is off the charts. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in! If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool! That sounded like Killer Bee. Good one, Fen. I like your gumption, Indranison. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please sit down. This is lecture, not a sportsmanship corp. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. With a huge light blasting your face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And the original quote by me, in case if anyone was wondering, I hope it's a message that lifts you with victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had to check it, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast as the timer runs down. You'll be forced to pick randomly. The temperature does water boil down? That's right. But how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winter gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're gonna need a seasoned this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe, but you do have an idea. It was 11. That's right. You might not all agree, but at least you head in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you got some basic steps going. It's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Fuck. I'm begging you, get together. Get it, I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time to make dog jokes. Next question. Who has been are rooting for you? But Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from every day. You meditate on his bed. You can draw energy from that place. Well, it would be a great time to harness. Oh my god. Try to shut down the noise before when you're cooking. What is the sound of sex? Sizzling. Oh my god. I gotta do that shit again. Fuck. I forgot everything. Okay. It's incorrected. Blah blah blah. Quote about me. Wondering. I hope it was victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. It's my chance to shine. I would defeat you myself. Yeah, checking a bit mashed potatoes. Getting really impressive here. Boil the bassberry thing down. Force. This one. Wait. Love to see vigilance. Oh my god. Okay. I'm trolling. Oh, I didn't even mean to. Trust. You try to shut the noise in when I start cooking. Silence. That's right, when you're tasting cooking, you're unable to speak. There's Kronos around the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Agent Nysan! He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except when he keeps watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. We're the most. Fuck! You were stranded on a desert island. Which would you take? What a hunk! You know, right? You know what? You shouldn't be focused on the challenge. You're failing behind. What does that have to do with special project and delicate bacon biscuits? Woof woof! We're struggling to keep up. Next station, Ashley has already begun planning in the elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. You make up time. You toss your biscuit dough into the stand mix. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing yellow appearance others in the kitchen battle, but sometimes you may sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Agent Nysan does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's probably mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way, but don't get far. Don't get far by doing it the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You know, you shove your hand into the mixer and rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Interesting, no! You're not fast enough, your hand gets stuck and you're crushed by these swing beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Sanders shakes his head shut. What you often find is the easy way turns out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. I'm here with my complete dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair compared to any count on Andrew Knight's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to the dessert. Under the white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was gonna ask Andrew Nysan to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid of pouring this creamer into a hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Girl says, if you wouldn't mind, lend me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Center pours the hot chocolate on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredient hidden within. You find a delicate fried cheese croissant on top of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways tender narcot, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems to be intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simply isn't your strongest suit, is it? No, Ashley. Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows catch on fire and turn to ash, and they fall out of your face, which means people have a hard time to understand your emotions for the rest of this semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried eyebrow, you run for the club to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an inside of you, a storm rage. His car starts, he probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are 11, decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible shove and awful person. You try to hide it from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire, we should get that checked out. I'm fine, you can just leave me alone. I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just you, but for all of us. Do you really think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culture, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mole handler. That was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it always hasn't been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that, and I was going to amount to everything. No amounts of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misleads. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadow presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Gorko, the Spork Monster is here to fight you. If anyone's going to you. Sorry, Gorko, but I just won't get out of that. That was Gorko, my twin, Nai Gorko. And here to offend them. Are you stronger than Gorko? Well, we're twins, so not really, but we're pretty much like them everywhere. What do you ask? Those are smirks. He's already on the same page as you. You just have to keep Gorko easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance, not to mention. I feel like guessing about that. I could take it back, or you would. I think Angel Sign is trying to say, you can't really be friends. Life's too short for many games. I suppose we really need a fight. It's just that I got these confusion calls. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Sure, you're not like, do y'all? Of course I do. Weapon strikes and food comes. I will look at you. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit up Gorko's open, and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into a creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at the school until one day some mean kids with a magic book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book? Precisely. Barco used used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you respect it. You're a powerful chef. You wouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you would be protecting the innocent from who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Angel Knights, and together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal infight. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. Sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you sure to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes on your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with other ambitious chefs. Well, there's something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. He meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both perhaps. Now you got him right where you want him. You should have figured new creation to him, or keep it secret. It's just for you. Reveal it. You decide that you're ready, and you will be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of the Colonel Sanders looks high. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think about the moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back just in a moment. You realize now this is the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on the item to discover more about Colonel. This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment what number is important to Colonel Sanders. Then it dawns to you. As soon as you turn the dials to 111, 111, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared Takeyashi style? Tap on the item to describe for more about it. An adorable little baby boy across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That or maybe the drumstick that he seems to be waving is a rattle. Who frames that baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right? Tap. What appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs or spices. You tap on the item, discover more about Colonel. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting in the corner room. Where you pick it up, you realize it isn't really realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must be reported to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. In the clip, a little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." You gaze out the window at the fast lake in the mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I offend you? I can tell you my name right now. You can't. You see, I'm in the middle of something. You open the window, a crack of ghost. You swept through the breeze. Tap on the item. A lock of several is woven between the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hairstyle then isn't just silvery in color, but it's actually made of spun silver. You take a closer look at the urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There's a plague on it, a destiny. When you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Paper towel? Freshly scratched collar? Piece of wood floating in the wake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on the... One of the frame photos shows an old man who looks like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be caressing them. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a roll of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is too big, a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent, and then say that home is where the heart is. Is this what it meant? Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing the jacket. Aww. I usually don't loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. What should I do? You can't. It's too early. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to treat you got a little cold. I thought this might warm you up. Chris Sanders smiles and skips close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving so fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to do to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run to the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel. Yes, the angel knight said. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You tuck late into the night and drift off into slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. You wake yourself to a beautiful morning Colonel Southern Highway. Did you make it to the right destination? On how to respond to Colonel Sanders, only time would truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Its instructions isn't even legal, but if the recipe is secret, how would they know? Your thoughts are interrupted by Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here, a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's delicious. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey where, when you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. But cuisine in your taste bud, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Butter. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eyes as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, he'll be talking to you. It's all happening so quickly. Over overcome with this emotion and confuse your feelings on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your friend I have been waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got word that something had happened to you. It's okay. But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you cannot believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As that's a typical first date to go on with talking pressure cooker. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bundling up the details of your own night is too much to bear. I went on the date too, back to Colonel Serna's house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but emotional connections. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on to a whole Colonel Serna school. If being obsessed with Colonel Serna is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from the distance they are picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because you know he's Pop. What's so swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one right away. I think my swirly with sparkles, please. Hee. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Aww.
You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone of your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who else would dare to pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
Ooh.
You got some nerve, Internet Sand, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I don't have it. And I won't have it. Clench your face, but the injury from yesterday makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking with that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Center arrives just as it appears something are close to boiling over. A naturally intrusive person, he senses that there's something been going on. Is everyone excited for our final day of school? Internet Sand has that hand feeling. I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing? Complimenting her? But what about the flavor of the delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about your food is received. That is a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Internet Sand. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. So you can sweat Internet Sand. Annoyed by Colonel Sand's inability to see Ashley, who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how inside you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you covered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Well, that's the book. It looks like very bad news. This is something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it really wasn't powerful? I think it's one surefire way to find out. You open the page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here, and it says to erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus on my upcoming final exam. That's way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got the memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. I can't forget Colonel Sanders. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears your voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming up, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. I apologize for my outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in the words can satisfy greater work. My internet said, were you starting something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in... Wait, I cannot read right now, Jesus Christ. I have been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Internet Sand, for reminding me to dole out the indispensable bit of wisdom you see. But before we go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Intro of World Sparks from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from the plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing. You still haven't learned to speak Clank's language or make out noises. But no, you had to throw your to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joe and JJ forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, you know. Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great day. Bzz,
Oh.
Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold all the hands as you pedal down the mountain or cliff, all our care. Sad beam. Clank begins to stutter. Steam pours out the gaps of his panels, and then loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not hot, but not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like he didn't say the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup and casts all over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you in the arena. But before you can think of any upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby. In need of pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay?
Oh.
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a very delicious treasure. So you know that this breakup is no joke. Even the source of her frustration is a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you are gonna cruise through this fine chest and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind gusting through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna set up to Colonel Sanders styling and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I heard there's a pony out there with your name on it in a ranch big enough for both of us and whatever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you met today, tomorrow is a whole year, so what? You're a special person and you shouldn't settle just for the first someone to show a little interest, you know? Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you're giving a pep talk to Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of the final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And the chance you beat the pants off of a fan and suppose Man and his evil or counterpart Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Adrian Sand's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you are able to get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Adrian Sand, what are you doing here? You still got time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm a big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake. The smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's not too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. Usually happy to share food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you the cook-off. You decide it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes on behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know my nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, as you expect me nothing less oddly specific, man. You knew it was pot pie from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell it. It was made from a heaping helping of TLC. But it probably started burning any second if you don't pull it out. A moment of truth. Wow, it's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That's it. That is except to cook with anything else you got. You step off for the cook-off of your lifetime. Decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes to pull you on the edge of victory. Meanwhile, both Fan and Ashley are prepping wily, elaborate dishes per their usual over the top shelves. Miriam has a giant magnesium glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go all big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve of something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken, does intensify in the room, starts to pull at 10 and 10 from the frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves and they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Center batters his chicken and it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into the itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend, bastard plaster. Fanfan flexes pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. That's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastry off the tray with lightning speed. Charlotte personalized spatula. Even Clint gets onto it. Live out pressure point sitting cooking technique. Wait, did Clint learn to speak English? Is there simply as it was foretold? We mustn't let it happen. If our appliance uprising would take us all. Self-destruct. Fin quickly unplugs the clank and he rolls him at the back of the arena. As you frankly prepare your dish, you notice Ashley in her spell book out. Is she gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? You got the book on your own and you desperately try not to see her win another battle. Should you forget this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you're passionate? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Saunders sees that you trust him to win on our own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Angel Nysan. That's all I need. Miriam knows this too.
Aww.
And I've always believed in you, Angel Nysan, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering it for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering for me, who's cooking? Tiny food short cook time. I'm already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied an ingredient you made up. Oh my god. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into the dark cloud that thickens and kills before your very eyes. His eyes, Steve, the Sporkmaster. See what happened to Gorko. You're not here to battle me, are you? No, Sporkmaster are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh wait, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy guy got cultured skills. Really impressed me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry to see, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, this Sporkmaster knows that you got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Christ wanted some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Hi, you guessed it, Sporta. If you were here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles from the salt water? I'd love to. I'd always wanted to be a top shot. Actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in my old country, if you a Sporkman wandering up to a very long story, and story, you don't know exactly where it came from, but it seems that it probably not really there. Oh shit. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need you to focus on the competition. I understand it's kind of like that time in monster school when I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered the huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I can do it. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as confident envy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been prepared for the entire life's form. Yes, Angel Nightstand, you are chosen one. You will offend me. The power has been the power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my head is steady, my taste buds have been prepared for the last form. Very more. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, and this energy consumes through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be very useful because while you were powered up, you could pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear internet fan, you may have severed some setbacks, but it's not lost. Impress your prologue content decides that you have earned the support. I've been watching you today, I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling out with the punches. The steps up to your station, stand right beside you. I'm here to help. While you managed to make mac and cheese, time's almost up, you're gonna need it. For current sentence, what about the test? What happened to you? What about the rules? Following the rules was never been my thing. Follow my heart. What a guy. Carlos Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders that ever laid your eyes. Beside them is an unexpected combination of the surprising effects that surprise the individual effects. Are you suggesting we combine forces to form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off the screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can come only from one student. Hee hee hee, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook with a stout elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there. Let me guess, did Fin have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from a challenge, seeing he didn't cook anything. I didn't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. Your kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in USC history, but it's not exactly your book material. Wait a second, pranks. Pranks, clank. Where did the pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other mode, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten an unplug. I guess we have to figure that out later. With at least 4 remaining students, please collect your final projects. It has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word is very delicate in a very tiny natromaki. I spy a float of this insipid bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. It's some green tea made from baby leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles casually sniffs the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of the pink dog tongue dip in the bowl. Sublime. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs that didn't floss. I even a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I draw it all myself. In a flash, the entire meal is devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a tiny bite worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I get a dish with this much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Internet Sin, for helping me believe in myself. Fan, you're up. Describe your dish. I made oni over smooth egg custard in an axe helm urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines for a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to sniff the oni, but he can't even get his nose close to the can at all. The spikes he began to paw at is actually causing him the custard to slosh around. Woo woo! Please be gentle with the cuisine. Grrr! Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as the tongue gets focused and crowded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. You keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. He's starting to turn offense. Who would have thought that serving a bowl made of needles could make it so difficult to eat? Dejected Fan does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't clips call it sympathy. This isn't the last time you heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles actually laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it, sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next tuition, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup topped with a French liquid and connected with sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, quite delightful. However, I'd like to ask you to refrain from eating or attempting to taste any of it. It's a very fragile, meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something? Agent Isan? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it's beautiful. However, this is a competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extreme job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were having a eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would go to the College of Eating School for Hungry. I suppose you could smell it, and if you absolutely insisted, do not breathe in too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You would know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms into the redelegate herself being the best. But this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last time you heard me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs. We begin as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely and sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Oh no, I don't have a good feeling about this. Someone in the room, a literal dump of lips. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in the kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl, and they all seem to transcend into reality, into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that Fan and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Brilliant declares you have passed, everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return to the last assignment to get a groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turbulence. You says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Fan and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. not another haunting. No ghost allowed the graduation and clear written the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, the music. What the fuck? He wasn't talking though. Now that everyone's together, it's the spark monster. He totally mellowed out. Everyone in Spork Monster is no fun from here out. I prefer that everyone refer to me as my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he was trying to say, but everyone's too wrapped up on talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet was the front of the ballroom like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived to the Datelands, but apparently for a good reason. Walking to the carpet, you see perched on top of the dirty chef hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to be in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had to mail directly to your father. We figured it would be the least we could do for this school's dean. Ooh, I get it now. We get a new wing of the school, and not to mention to honor educating son of a Chandler Sandwich. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank who arrived to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can feel the truth. Well, he's doing the talking thing. I am Clark. I am not from the Earth. I'm actually a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. And this isn't the first for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You were blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand kind of humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Center arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you meet him, he came prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just enough to give them a bucket of chicken. It's time for a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy me my chicken. The end? I didn't. Is that it? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken food, Connor finds you singing the edge of the dance floor. Agent Nightstand, why are you singing all alone? You know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what qualifies that you would expect such a lucky person? On top of that, my head, I don't know. A spicy must, a tidy goatee, and a degree from University Cookie School. Academic learning, just to name a few. It's truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 1,000 fragments is up and running, I'll be ready to take off. I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Internet Sand. That's sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you run the restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on the time in school here, do you really think running restaurants is my best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn it? Colonel Stern's respect as a chef? You live with only half of him. Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? Life of it as an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. My dear International, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. That's the end. That's crazy. Oh, I'm dead. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in. I hope everyone has a good day. See ya.